How's it going, everybody? It's the Iron Sun, and this video is titled "Love is a Choice." So, love is a choice. So, a lot of times in the modern age, I was watching a video and it inspired me to talk about this. There's a content creator, his name's Elliot Hulse, and he talks about how emotional love and logical love are very different. Emotional love being extremely volatile and being something that people pretty much they don't have any real agency over. Emotional love seems to be something that takes people's agency away and it makes them less accountable. Whereas logical love, uh, just the way he describes it, seems to be something that keeps people accountable. So it's almost like the locus of control for someone who's emotionally in love is outside of themselves. There's an external locus of control, and with logical love, it shifts back to an internal locus of control, and therefore a greater amount of accountability on both sides. Um, I guess you could have your opinion on which one of those are more stable. A lot of people like the idea of falling in love and kind of like a coincidental, oh, now I love this person forever because I ran into him at, I ran into him at Six Flags or something like that, and they just kind of took my breath away. Um, yeah. Um, so I think a lot of elements of love, of long lasting love, have kind of been destroyed by the modern day society in terms of the economy, in terms of uh, the social scripts, the new social scripts that women have been adopting, and the new social changes that the men have adopted or have adapted to. The way that the men have adapted is also causing things to go bad because a lot of men are either going from one woman to the other, or they're just not in the game, not into they're not really trying to get in a long lasting relationship, or they've just given up altogether. Uh, so I wanted to talk about love differences between men and women, and I've covered this in the past, but I think uh, this kind of plays into it. Uh, men seem to try to find reasons to love for the sake of love. Women, it seems like they have to appraise value before they're willing to love. So in a way, women have to, or put another way, women have to admire a man before she can actually love the man. But the admiration is, I mean, if you look deeper, essentially she has to find value in the man before she will love the man. Um, this essentially means that she doesn't love the man. Um, I don't want to make it sound too horrible, but so, love is a choice. So, the choice, I guess, for a woman is something that's called into question on this because is she making a choice to value the man? Uh, I'm assuming that's what it is. Now, for a man, he's making the choice to love the woman. And the man doesn't have to find value in the woman necessarily because when men love women, they already value the woman for what she is. They don't have to find, they don't require the woman to be wealthy or to have a certain amount of money to have certain type of friend circle. No, they already love the woman just intrinsically. Her value is intrinsic to her being a woman. um, so what that means is, uh, just as an aside, a lot of women, they kind of want to have this whirlwind romance and they want to fall deeply in love with a guy just out of nowhere, right? They don't want to have an agency. They don't want to be responsible for love. They want love to happen to them. Now, men, I think men by nature want to be responsible for love, but that's kind of where the issue comes. If the man doesn't have enough value, then it kind of becomes lopsided, and the guy just ends up chasing whatever the female wants in order to keep her around. And all the while, she's either cheating on him or just losing full respect for him because he's kind of changing who he is. Now, where a guy changes that is when he increases his value through either going to the gym, gaining an absorbent amount of wealth, working on his craft, finding his purpose, things like that. And I'm not saying you have to be at where you want to be with your purpose. You just have to be striving and having goals. And I think that can turn into a charisma of its own. But then where love is a choice comes into play is for a woman, she's choosing to value the man for what he's doing and for what he could be and for what he will be in the future, what he will be doing. The man, he is choosing to love the woman. He's simply choosing to love the woman, to show affection to the woman, to give words of praise to the woman, to things like that. So yeah, this is just a brief idea on it. Uh, There'd probably be a second video where I talk about it again. But yeah, love is a choice.